Hi everyone, it's Sloan Rhodes with your spiritual guidance for the week of January 29th, 2018. I usually release these on Sunday. I realize today is Monday, but I've been busy creating my online course, my home study course for how to read oracle cards and tarot cards. It's just taken a little longer than I thought because I realized that it's going to have to be two courses, one course for how to read oracle cards for beginners, and then an intermediate advanced course for how to read oracle and tarot cards. So there's going to be two courses coming up for you. So I hope that you are excited to see those because I'm going to be having them up for purchase on my website. I'm aiming for February, so. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So from the Astrology Reading Card deck by Alison Chester Lambert, I'm choosing one card as the overarching theme, and then three cards from the Animal Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine, one in the position of what our ego may try to distract us with during the week based on the overarching card, one card in the position of what our heart is asking that we explore further, and then one card in the position of what we can look forward to regardless. So let's just go ahead and get started with the reading for the week of January 29th, 2018. This is for all astrological signs. I knew it. I knew Capricorn was going to come up. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. Looks like a week that we are all being asked to buckle down a bit. Of course, for some of you it may be even more relevant because you may be a Capricorn or have a Capricorn rising or moon sign, or that there's a Capricorn who's prominent in your life. So there may be a double kind of relevance here for you. But as the overarching theme, it is about being hardworking. It is about paying attention to the material, your material environment, what is going on around you physically, what you are working on, and continuing to move forward. It may feel as though there are quite a few obstacles in your way or a lot of distractions, but that's just the way life is sometimes, and it's important that we keep moving forward towards our goals and our commitments. It will help give you confidence whenever a lot of things come up that can be very distracting or distressing even. The more that we can continue to create a sensible routine that honors the changes and the disruptions around us, but also doesn't distract us from our greater sense of purpose. But let's go ahead and get additional cards. So what our ego may try to distract us with for the week, and what our heart asks that we explore further, and what we can look forward to regardless. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. Oh, we just lost power. Well, my computer is still working, so that's good. Everything has gone very, very quiet. And I hope we don't have an earthquake. And power is back on. As I was saying, just keep moving forward, even if there are obstacles or distractions. All right, so here we go. We have the dreamer energy in terms of what your ego may try to distract you with. We have the Five of Summer, which is what your heart is asking that you explore further. And we have what you can look forward to regardless is the Ten of Spring in reverse, which is really, really nice energy because it does show an unburdening here. So let me show you the cards as I see them. So we have the Capricorn energy as the overarching theme for the week. Very serious, hard-working, materialistic energy. We even see the goat trying to make it up this rocky mountain. But he's so supported. We can see all the lights around him. So even though it may seem like a struggle sometimes, remember you're never doing it alone. You're always supported by your guidance system, by the divine. All right, so our ego might try to distract us with the dreamer energy, represented here by the Shetland puppy. You can see he's chasing butterflies. So there is this kind of disconnect here between the hard-working Capricorn energy and the desire to be free and play with the butterflies and chase butterflies. But if we can see this, he or she, the Shetland puppy, is going towards the past. So what I'm intuiting here in terms of what our ego may try to distract us with is that this idea of chasing butterflies, of trying to be free without anchoring ourselves in our responsibilities, in the hard work, just being all about the dreamer energy. That is what our ego may try to distract us with. So what we know from that is that it's probably going to create bigger problems for us. The attachment we have to being free and being able to just be myself and not, not fit into society. Well, sometimes that works, and sometimes it's creates problems. So make sure that you're walking that fine line between being your individualistic self and pursuing your dreams, but doing the work that's necessary so that you can achieve your goals, and you can maintain your responsibilities without seeming like flighty, right? Like the butterflies are kind of flighty, and the Shetland puppy is chasing them and just forgetting about the responsibilities here. And then what our heart is asking that we explore further is the Five of Summer. So the Five of Summer does represent sorrow, feelings of sorrow, feelings as though we are not, I'll put it this way, we're not able to overcome the seeming obstacles, because remember, as I mentioned as I was talking earlier, that with the Capricorn energy, it's important that you not get distracted by despair, by distress, by whatever is going on, by the butterflies, this need to be free. And the Five of Summer, your heart is asking that you explore it further by acknowledging feelings of sorrow, saying yes, sometimes it doesn't feel good, and sometimes we have grief and we have feelings of loss and despair, and we can still reach out to others. We can still maintain some semblance of a structure and form in our life. We can even help others through our open heart. As I mentioned last week, this idea of the heart breaking open, and through that sorrow, through that grief, through those feelings of loss, light can emerge from within. And when that light emerges from within, you realize, yes, it's part of the human condition to feel so deeply, and it's part of the brilliant joy of the human condition to rise up and allow our spirit to soar. And so this week, this is still at play. The energies from last week are still at play in different ways, but clearly everyone is undergoing some level of heart-centered awareness and challenge. And your heart is saying, yes, indeed, it can be difficult. It's not about trying to ignore those emotions. Yes, absolutely, cry. And then cry for the depth of human feeling, how it can be so painful, and yet what can emerge can be so beautiful. And it's going to be a balancing act this week, and the way that you are being encouraged to continue to live your life despite the distractions and the despair or whatever the grief or the sorrow or the feelings of loss you may be experiencing. Create some kind of structure. Know that it is the physical form that will help this week, not necessarily just spending a lot of time meditating. It's important that this week that you ground yourself in the responsibilities you have, even if it's just making your bed in the morning, recognizing, honoring that. With the energy I have today, I'm going to make my bed, and that is how I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to honor the four legs, if there are legs in the bed, that support me, and I'm going to honor it by maybe washing the sheets, by making the bed, or setting the table. Those sort of small movements where you are consciously aware of what you are doing physically can be so beneficial for you this week. Be present in that moment. This is how you unburden yourself. And it may even be that people come in, or that you begin to acknowledge to others, this is all I can do today. Can you help me by running these other errands, or doing this or doing that? I'm able to do this. Can someone else do this? So it's also about delegating, honoring yourself, honoring your feelings, and allowing others to come in and help you. We never do it alone. Sometimes we feel desperately alone, but when we know that we are supported by our guides and angels, and by other people in our life if we can open up to receiving help, and sometimes even asking for help. And maybe we can even help others by helping them here to unburden themselves. Your heart is asking that you explore all of that. It's a lot to take in, and so this is why the Capricorn energy is very grounded energy. The ego is going to try to distract you with just be free, run away, spend time up here. And even though that's often very beneficial and can create a lot of changes and wonderful creations in your life, this week is saying, maybe not. Watch where you want to escape as opposed to deepen your connection to what is going on around you, and honoring sorrow, loss, sadness, and still moving forward in the small steps. It will help you feel more in charge of your life, less battered around by your emotions, and it'll give you confidence that you can get through whatever may be a distraction or a point of pain for you. But even deeper than getting through it, helping you realize that it's not about getting through it, it's about connecting in the moment to the thing that you are doing. That is the present moment. And you can still feel sorrow and still be deeply attached to the present moment of what you're doing. And this is what your heart is asking that you explore further. And with that, many of the things that you've been worrying about and carrying on your back will fall away sometimes when you don't give them a lot of attention. The things that are most important tend to stay, and the things that were kind of frivolous or unnecessary, or if you're focused on the present and the beauty of the present moment, other people come in to take those away from you, or they just kind of disappear. It's really interesting how it works. So play with it this week. Honor whatever comes up for you. Be aware of any tendency of your ego to try to distract you with this idea that it's more important that you play or that you chase your dreams. This week, your dreams will most likely be accomplished more easily and more quickly with more support if you focus on the structure, the step 1, step 2, step 3. Hardworking, cautious, serious, but not sorrowful. All right, so I hope you find that helpful. I wish you much love as always, and I am still doing the tarot readings, the love readings, and the life purpose. I'm just scaling them back a little bit while I focus my attention on getting the home study courses up. But I'm still available for private appointments. So if you would like to see me on a private appointment, I would love it. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video or over on the podcast. Again, all readings are available on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. Until next time.